All right, we are recording to the cloud. Welcome, everybody. My name is Chris Green, and I'm joined by the other CG, or maybe I'm the other CG, right? Because Chris, you're becoming the guy for online arbitrage.
You're the OG CG. I mean, there is no replacing that. It's like saying, this is the new Dr. Dre. It doesn't happen.
Hey, it's all good, but you got two CGs here with you. We're going to be talking about online arbitrage. We'll probably sprinkle in a little of retail arbitrage and kind of a new model that we've been kind of describing and in a way perfecting, something we might call hybrid arbitrage. Kind of exciting, kind of something I want to spend a lot of time with. But it is October 17th. This is the time for fourth quarter. This is time to start really looking ahead and planning and seeing what's out there, because there are going to be some products that are going to be incredibly hot, exceeding amounts of demand with limited supply. And I think I said this to David yesterday. It's like nothing has unlimited supply. Nothing, right? Physical products always have a limited supply. And right now, these products are available. And I've got a bunch of them behind me here. I've got some on my desk here. I got some over here. To me, it's kind of crazy that I have these because, I'm not doing anything terribly special, right? But, I probably take for granted the knowledge that I have and be like, okay, it's not that hard to track these products down. Well, no, it's not if you know the tips and the tricks to do that. So we're going to share a lot of those things with you guys today. We're going to talk about setting up alerts for in-stock alerts as well as price drop alerts using sites like Keepa and SlickDeals. And Chris may have an extra couple sites for you as well. We're going to talk about Amazon exclusives. We're going to talk about some of the items that we're tracking as well as some of the items that we're going out and buying. And Chris, I see you got some in the back of your camera shot there as well. And we want to answer your questions because we want you guys to buy with confidence. And there's no guarantees, right? Could be that one of my thoughts about this Mario thing is what if this product actually really sucks?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
What if the reviews start coming out, the YouTube videos, and they're like, dude, I really want this to work, but it's not that great. That really could affect the demand, which would in turn affect the price. Now, I am very confident that Nintendo, which has historically turned down licensing opportunities and marketing opportunities and crossover opportunities if they're not good enough. Right? They're like, no, we're Nintendo. We have a standard. And no, we're not just licensing out Mario to anybody. So I'm confident that this is going to be a good product and kind of a winner of a product. And we want you guys to have a lot of wins as well. So before we start sharing screens and getting into everything else, Chris, is there anything else you want to add about what we're going to cover today?
I think near the end, we'll share one or maybe two little Keepa tricks that not a lot of people know. Like how to track things on Amazon that go out of stock frequently and get an alert when it's out of stock so that you maybe know that you can bring it back in stock at a higher price. And then Walmart is great. It's an absolutely great place, but their alert system, it sucks, for lack of a better term. You do not get the email alerts that you sign up for on Walmart, and there's not really a great third-party tool that keeps track of in-stock and out-of-stock Walmart stuff. So we're going to talk a little bit about VisualPing and what you can do with that to make sure that you get alerts when things change on a place like Walmart or Target or anything else. You can actually use it across the entire interwebs. Which makes it a pretty powerful tool.
Yeah, I'm interested in that. And as much as I know about all this stuff, there's still stuff that I don't know. And there's new things coming out all the time. Probably a lot of people here have my original online arbitrage book. And when I went to update it, I was surprised at how many things had changed. Extensions that are no longer in business. Fat Wallet, for Pete's sakes, went out of. I don't know if they went out of business or they just closed down or what the whole story was behind that. But I had a lot of Fat Wallet stuff in there. I loved Fat Wallet. I was in their forums 15 years ago, and yeah, they're gone. But in a way,
Rakuten, they've completely changed their business model. They no longer sell physical products.
Yep, things change, and change can scare people, but change can also lead to opportunities, right? Because the demand for products, especially toys in the fourth quarter, is not going anywhere. It's not changing. So we will kind of talk a little bit about toys today, just because it's easy, I guess is one way to say it. They're so easy and obvious because there's going to be excessive demand and this extra demand because of kids saying, no, I want that, and putting this pressure on their parents. And some parents are going to be like, yeah, I know I'm overpaying, but they're willing to do so. And if we have time, we can even talk about a few URL tricks to make sure that if you're sharing your products on social media, that you are sharing your specific offer as an Amazon seller. So you put your seller ID in the URL. So if you share that, they're going to go to your offer and hopefully buy your product instead of just going to the main product page and oops, they buy from someone else. They buy from Amazon, whoever happens to have this featured offer. I mean, I can't start saying featured offer, man. It's buy box. Whoever has that buy box price. It's going to take me a while to switch over to saying featured offer on Amazon. But, you know, I'm just old school, I guess. So, all right, more people are joining, and I have to actually click the the admin.
Yeah, it's not. I know why they did it. It's just not the most convenient.
That is a very true statement. All right, so let's see. Let me share my screen. And I want to make sure that I'm sharing the right window because I also want to keep Zoom in the background a little bit so that I can see if anybody is there trying to get in. Well, I might not be able to see it. I don't think I can see if anybody's trying to get in while we are here.
They don't make it easy.
Well, hey, if you're not here by 3:15, you might have to catch the replay. I will let everybody in after we stop sharing screen. So the first thing I would like to share with you guys is I got the link here to this product, which is not available on Amazon yet. There's no tracking information, but you guys might want this SKU because when it comes in stock, this is an easy buy. Okay, so where's my little...
I am stoked for this product, to be quite honest.
Are you going to open it?
I want one for myself.
So get more than one. All right, so I put the link to this in the chat. You guys can all grab that, bookmark it, set up an alert. You guys can actually, I mean, honestly, let's just go set an alert right now for this. I think I'm already tracking it. And to be honest, I don't know the actual retail. Is this going to be like $59 or something?
I think it's going to be right around the 59 or heck, I could see this being $89.99 product.
I'm kind of thinking 59, and we could Google it and find out. I don't want to get too distracted, but I've already started tracking this at $99.99 because I know it's going to be less than $99.99 or less is going to be the price for this. Okay, so you do have to have Keepa installed, so you can go to Keepa.com and they have these free extensions that you can install. And I've been paying for Keepa since the beginning. You can track without paying, right?
Not anymore.
No. Oh my gosh. All right. You guys got to sign up for Keepa. Very inexpensive. The other one that we'll show you is SlickDeals. It's completely free. But Keepa, if you want to see the data that I'm seeing, including the sales rank histories and all of this stuff, you do have to have Keepa. It's not that expensive. It's like $15 a month. And if you're an Amazon seller, everybody here, I'm assuming most people here already have it. All right. So when you have that, you see here, there's no graph. Nothing is they're not tracking this thing yet, but I am tracking it right here. And I can update my existing traffic. And you see, I put it in at $99 or less, right? That's how I know, because I just want to know when this goes in stock. I'm not trying to catch this on a price dip or a price drop or anything. I just want to know as soon as possible when this drops. Okay, does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Everybody can do this. Everybody out there can do this. Now you can do the exact same thing. Well, it's not price tracking with SlickDeals. It's more of forum monitoring and looking for keywords that when someone posts a hot deal, whether something's finally in stock and what website they're on, you're going to get that alert using SlickDeals. So this is specifically for Amazon, where SlickDeals could be across the entire internet. If you don't know what this is, don't worry about it. You can Google it if you want. We're not going to waste too much time explaining what this product is. But this is kind of like that little mini NES when it came out a few years ago. Mm-hmm. Everybody that grew up with this is going to say, I want it. I want it. I want it. I don't care what it is. So this has a huge adult appeal as well. This isn't just kids. This is people up to probably age 50 who grew up with these types of products, the Game Boys and the Game & Watch and the little LCD type things. So easy one here. A lot of people do not have this ASIN. If you don't know how to find this ASIN, you're not going to have it. So you can be one of the only ones tracking this product. And I've got a few others here. And there's one that I really want to show you. This is a good example right here. So these are the ones that we're talking about. I've got a whole bunch here, some behind me. Chris has them. I got more on order. They're being delivered, and they're sitting at Target for me to go pick up. And this is where I want to make sure people understand the opportunity. This little number right here, which I know you guys probably can't see, there's only 35 people in the entire world tracking this product through Keepa, right? The entire world. And I've got some other ones on here. There's here, the Baby Yoda. All right, Chris, take a guess. Take a guess how many people out of 8 billion people in the entire world, 350 million Americans, How many people are tracking the #1 selling Baby Yoda toy on Amazon?
I'm going to say 15. 15 people.
64.
64. That's crazy.
64 people, which is actually higher. I would have guessed a 30, like in the 30 range, right? Because only 30 people tracking Mario. And how many people are tracking Luigi? I'm betting fewer are tracking Luigi. 26 people are tracking Luigi. And Luigi is turning out to be a lot harder to find, as you can see from this Keepa graph right here. So I'm going to zoom in on a Keepa graph. This is like a silly trick that I'm surprised a lot of people don't know. But watch this, guys. Boom. Now I can see a lot more information just by zooming in. Okay, so just click on it, highlight what you want to look at, and it'll zoom in for you. So if you're trying to find the little peak of price or that peak of sales rank or a little dip, zoom in on it, and then it'll be a lot easier to see. So this was in stock. This was in stock when we were live yesterday, and I didn't buy it because I thought you meant the Mario was in stock, and I already bought that one. I didn't buy a Luigi, and I need another Luigi to match up my set so I can sell them 2 at a time.
You got to set up an alert, man. I bet you Amazon comes back in stock one more time.
Oh yeah, they came in stock right here. This is what, midnight last night?
Or was this, yep. That was midnight
noon
last
today.
night. Or no, that was noon today.
Noon
Sorry.
today. Yeah.
That was noon today.
This was midnight. They were briefly in stock for maybe an hour, half an hour in here. This is #6 seller in video games, #2 seller in all of Nintendo Switch at $99. Incredible demand. Look at this. It's been like #5, #6. And if you go down here and look at statistics, this has gone high as #5 in the entire category. And you know what? Let's just check Mario while we're here. How high do you think this one went? I'll give you a chance.
How high did Mario go?
Yep.
I think Mario was #2.
It hit #2. And I'm not sure what #1 is. I'm like curious what the #1 seller. We go look at the best sellers, I suppose. Yeah, we might get a little distracted by going through and look at all these things. There are so many cool rabbit trails to go down. And you see here, I last purchased this one yesterday, but I did not purchase the Luigi. But I've got my Luigi price alert set up right now. So when Amazon comes back in stock, I can pick that up. So are you tracking? I trust you're tracking all these products as well.
I am, yes.
This is I've got a whole bunch of these sitting here. I had to place my pre-orders in December of 2019 for this. And that's kind of like an extra kind of bonus tip. Guys, don't be afraid to place pre-orders. You can always cancel them, right? But lock in. The retailers don't charge you until your orders ship, right? So they might put like a hold on they'll actually make sure your credit card is good, but they're not going to charge you until they ship, which can surprise you. My wife was like, "What did you buy at Target? Why are we getting all these charges from Target all of a sudden? What is coming in from Walmart?" It's like, well, these things are finally shipping. And I honestly forgot about them. I had to go back and look. December 19th is when they first took orders for a lot of the Baby Yoda stuff that I have. I put this one in here because it had a few good examples on here. One was the Keepa graph. Okay. So I'm going to zoom in on this Keepa graph because to me, what's more important here is this example of Keepa graph than the exact product. I don't know if this is going to go that hot. There's a lot of kind of media out there about it. It looks like a pretty cool toy. But what I want you to see here is what happens when Amazon's out of stock, right? So the orange is Amazon in stock. When the orange goes away, Amazon is out of stock. And what happens to the lowest offer price when Amazon's out of stock? And that's this blue line that you see jumps up significantly. Now, this one here isn't going up super high, right? It's normally 58. Here it goes up to 69 new. And if that's not an FBA offer, that's going to be plus shipping. Then they come back in stock. And you can see the sales rank is maintaining, right? People are still buying this. Now, of course, they're going to buy it more at both a lower price and if Amazon has it in stock. But if Amazon can't stay in stock, and you can look back historically and see if they're able to stay in stock, that can help you make a good buying decision and be like, yes, is there a possibility that the day you finally buy, Amazon stays in stock for the rest of the time? Technically. But if you have that history, it's going to be less likely. You're going to have a better idea of if that's going to happen, so you can make safer buys. Is this stuff that you typically look at when you make buying decisions, Chris?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right, I'm actually going to stop share just to make sure. Yep, I got a few people in the waiting room. We will bring them in and go back to screen share. There we go. Nice and quick. At December 6th of 2019 is when I originally bought these things.
That's crazy.
But hey, Amazon didn't charge till they shipped, so not a big deal. I like this kit. I like this kit. And this goes back to some of the advice I like to give around the right brands at the right price, right? Like it's going to be, and actually, what's the quickest way that I can find it? Let's do this. I think the Lego Saturn V is now, yeah, I don't think this is from Amazon. So this is going to be all third party because I believe this was $149. So yeah, this is sold by third party. So this is not going to be sold by Amazon. Amazon's going to be out of stock. Yeah, they've been out of stock on this for a long time. So let's back this all the way up. You can see the original Amazon price. It's actually $120. And I bought this several times. This is back in 2017. So it's not a current model, but it's space, right? So you've got, I mean, that's pretty much everybody from young to old. There's going to be people who are into space and the space station and rockets and NASA and all of this stuff. So I see this as being a very safe buy in the terms of it's never going to go down, right? This is never going to be on clearance.
No.
If it is on clearance, it's going to get bought because there's always going to be demand for Lego and Lego ideas and space station and all this stuff. But this isn't about the specific product. This is about, and Amazon changes this on some of their pages. This isn't on every single page. But as we scroll down, is this the one? See, Amazon doesn't have it on every page anymore. Customers who shopped for this also shopped for these.
Yeah, not anymore. However,
it's on some though. I've got it on one.
Keepa will show it to you.
So here, see, this one has it, right? So I like this guy for a few reasons, and we'll talk about Amazon exclusives here in a little bit. But if I come down here, I can see customers who view this also viewed these other ones. And if you're looking at something that's a hot toy that other people are looking at to buy and flip, you're probably going to find some other flippable products in the customers who viewed this item also viewed section. Now, I don't know Amazon's criteria for showing this these days, but I'm going to switch host over to you if you want to share your screen and show some of your Keepa tricks as well.
Sure.
So let me stop share. I'm going to make you the host. Admit everybody else that's coming in late, but that's okay. And there, change host. All right, you should be the host. You should be able to share your screen and yeah, walk us through some of the examples that you use.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's go here, share the right thing. There we go. All right, so, and sorry, I want to make sure that if anybody pops in here, I can let them in. All right, I got everything set up right. So
you've got a different extension here than what I had.
Well, this is just Rev Seller. So this is just Rev Seller, but Keep is always down here. And there are a couple of things that you can do. Now, I'm already tracking this product, so I really can't go in and show you the things here. But let's go take a look at, oh, you know what? We'll go look at the Mario set. I don't have a tracking set up for that. So we go to track product here, and you can see that it fills in automatically for us. Now, what Chris showed you is he's got it set up for, I think you had it set up for like $100 or less, or maybe that was on the little Nintendo Watch that's coming out in November. One of the other things you can do here is, let's say that this is completely out of stock and you just want to know when it comes in stock, like that other Nintendo item. You can put in $1 and then you can change the or less to or more. So there's a couple different ways to look there if you don't know what the price is going to be. The other thing you can do is if we go to the new offer count. So I had someone ask me earlier, hey, how can I know if an Amazon product goes out of stock? Now, the reason that this could be important is, let's say that you only sell a product when there are no other sellers. And I've had a product or two like this. I wouldn't make this something that I do on the regular, but I've had a product or two where it's gone out of stock, although I know a place that's kind of off the beaten path to get more, and I'm able to bring it back in stock at a higher price that the market will still bear. So what I can do is I can go to the new offer count here, and I can actually put in 0, okay? So there are 0 or less sellers in the new offer count. and you won't get an alert until there are 0 sellers. Now, you're not going to get very many alerts if you do a lot of these, because most things stay in stock for a fairly good amount of time, but it's definitely possible to get them every now and again. The other cool thing you can do is sometimes you might want to know when sellers come back in stock, or maybe Amazon's the only seller on the item. You could put in one offer, and then you could do or more. So if there's just a new offer on this product, you can click that or get that alert there as well. So, I mean, they've just made this so robust these days with all of the different ways that you can track a product. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit start tracking on this. And of course, I'm going to start getting alerts every single day, but that's all right. So once you do that, you want to go in here and make sure that your alerts are set up properly. Now, I miss the Facebook Messenger alerts because Facebook Messenger was instantaneous. However, Facebook Messenger made changes and it's just not available anymore. So I get alerts via email. I get alerts by push notification on my web browser. And I do not have Telegram set up any longer, so I don't have that. However, there should be a way, and I need to take some time to figure this out, to have your RSS feed texted to you via something like If This Then That or Zapier. So I'm going to look into this because that popped into my head just a little while ago. And then the other thing here is your alert rearm timer. Mine is set to 1 day. I actually want to set this to 0 days. Okay, actually, I'm only going to show you 1 day. So the unfortunate thing about this is with a hot product that can go in and out of stock multiple times in 1 day, sometimes you're not going to get all of the alerts because it only sets, it rearms after 1 day. So if it fires, you might miss the second time it fires. So that's an unfortunate part, but it happens.
I think you can reset that like manually.
You should be able to reset this manually. I need to go look at it just to double check.
I bet if you untrack it and then retrack it, if it's a very specific item like that, because I like what you're trying to do. You're like, most people want text notifications. That's the number one way to get you. Right? But if you're at your computer, it's like, hey, it'll pop up. Okay, yeah, I can deal with that. But we're not always at our computers. So, and you could do the same thing with email. You could set some type of alert. Say if this specific email, because I think a lot of people don't have email alerts on their phone anymore. They get too much email. So they don't get like an active alert. But you could set it up where if it has the specific keyword, yes, I want to know about that. It can star it or get some kind of alert, because a lot of this is like timing. Like time is the important part. We need an alert, and we need to be able to act on that alert as fast as possible if these things are only in stock for sometimes just minutes at a time.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I know I have a video somewhere that I've done setting up an email to a text message alert with if this then that. I may have to redo those either using the RSS feed or the emails, because they're both, getting a text alert for me personally is going to be the fastest of all of these ways. Even if it were Telegram, I know that I would push Telegram off to the side until later if I had it up on my phone. So I'll get that figured out and make sure that's in the OA challenge this time around.
Perfect.
Let's see here. Do we want to talk about VisualPing while I got this?
Yeah, I think so. This is one that I'm gonna pay attention. I'm gonna learn something about this one.
So let's go to Walmart.com. Oh, sorry, got that suspended. Let's go to Walmart.com and let's look up the Mario Kart Live. It should be out of stock at Nintendo or at Walmart. Should be out of stock at Target as well. But the reason that I bring up Walmart, where is it here?
Put it in live circuit. Maybe that'll bring it up. Man, they take the whole thing down.
I guess so. Let's try the Google machine.
Yeah. I got it in my history somewhere. I was looking at it yesterday. I saw that nice big button that said, "We'll tell you when this is in stock." I was like, "Yeah, don't bother. I don't trust you."
Right. I think they may have taken down the whole page. Oh, that's all right. We'll go to Target. Target will work just fine for this.
It might be a new product on Amazon or on Walmart where now they're opening up to third-party sellers, and who knows what happened.
Mm-hmm.
They might have just paused it. You know what I mean?
All right. So since this one is harder to find, this one's probably a great way to look at it. So I'm going to pop this down just a little bit. Now, there is a way you can add this to your registry, but the thing is Target really doesn't have a way for you to get alerts when something comes back in stock. There is no drop me an email when this comes back in stock or anything like this. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we know when this page changes. All right. And so we're going to use VisualPing. We're going to go over to visualping.com. And they do have a free plan and they have a paid plan. The paid plan, of course, is going to be a little bit better, but it's not absolutely necessary. I'm not sure why that's.
Oh, it's a .io.
It's .io. That's why. Now, what we're going to do here is you'll see that all you've got to do is enter a website and where you want to get notifications. That's literally all you have to do. So we're going to grab this URL. We're going to go pop it in here to VisualPing. We're going to click go. They're going to retrieve the page. All right. And I'm going to pop my email in here while we're here. Chris@cleartheshelf.com. And I'm going to have this now. I can have it checked. We'll come back to that in a second. I can have this checked every 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. So I'm going to go for every 3 hours on this particular product because I don't want to use up all my credits, but I want to make sure that I get alerted if Target comes back in stock. And then I can choose the area that I'm interested in VisualPing looking over. So the only thing I really need to know is from this area here to that area. I'll pop it right down here. Oh, and I was looking in other cities. I'm not actually in Beaverton, but I was looking in other cities to see if anybody could go pick these up. So I'm going to leave this here. And now I want it to check visually. All right, so it's going to check visually. It's going to check the screen area. And if there is any change at all, I want to know if there's any change on this page at all, then I'm going to start monitoring this. Now, what will happen is as soon as it starts monitoring, then I will get an email alert if and when there is any change to this particular screen. So if this goes from out of stock at Castleberry to in stock at Castleberry, or the same day delivery goes from not eligible to eligible, then it'll pop up for me, okay? And I'll get an alert. I'll get an email alert. I can come in here and I'll know what that I can grab it, and I'll be able to hit it real quick. I actually I started tracking the Amazon bestsellers, toys, and games page. I only have it checked once a day, but I mean every single day I get an email. Hey, the page changed, and I can go look at it. This page actually changes every hour.
Oh yeah,
and I could go look at it every hour if I wanted to. But this was an example that I set up. So really easy to do, really pretty inexpensive to do this. I've got 65 items or so, and I can always up that. I mean, you can get for $58 a month, you can have 10,000 checks. Okay. And of course, if you pay annually, it's even cheaper. I don't have an affiliate link or anything like that, guys. So, but for $130 a year, you get 14,000 checks. Super, super cheap to be able to do this, and a really cool little tool that they've built for this.
So I'm running the numbers here. This is like half of a penny per check.
Exactly.
When you get up to there. And this reminds me, I had no idea. My brain is like going a million miles an hour thinking about this, because I used to, and I'm actually still selling, David's still selling some of the tools that I got from a Home Depot deal, where Home Depot was selling a 24-volt rigid combo kit, which normally should have been, it was either $299 or $399 for a drill and a saw and a light and a bag, two 24-volt batteries and a charger. The batteries themselves sold for $120. I had two of them, and they listed it for $99 on their website. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. Like, This is when 18 volt was as big as they got. This was new lithium. It was new 24 volt. It was rigid brand. Everything hit. And I was like, I have to check. I would go back to the computer all the time. This is before we had smartphones. So I was like, I was checking this all the time. There was actually a service, and this was set up kind of like a competitor watch where you could have a website. So if you want to keep an eye on your competitor, but when they were launching new products or updating whatever, it was an HTML monitor. So they would grab the page, check for any changes in HTML, and alert you if there was any changes, because VisualPing didn't exist, and the image recognition software at the time, I'm sure, was not as good as it is today. And I paid for this service, and I set up a very specific alert with a very loud alarm, like, oh my gosh, if anything on this page changes, you let me know right away. And I did as many steps as I could with the fairly limited technology at the time. Like I said, this is 12, 13 years ago. But I got it. I got this crazy alert, and I was like, no, for real. Like, it's not just a mistake on the page. They're actually selling that for $99. And I bought hundreds of them. I bought as many. I just kept buying and buying and buying. I bought every one that I could. I don't know if anybody else got any. I don't think anybody else did at any significant quantity, because I would watch the eBay listings and all that. And then that was early when I got onto Amazon. And yeah, that was probably one of my best buys of all time. I sell one battery and the thing's paid for.
Right.
And I've got tools and saws and blades and bags. And this would have been so much easier. Just let me know when that, instead of saying not in stock to in stock, when the color of the button changes. Yep. When one pixel on this page changes, let me know. For half a cent, and this is the big picture. Instead of sitting there at your computer and refreshing and going and checking the tab and wasting your time, no, let this program do it for half a cent. And you can have them do it every hour if you want. For half a cent. It's worth it while you go out to Target and pick up your other products.
Heck, you could have a check every 5 minutes. It's
for the right product. It would make sense.
Yeah, absolutely. And you spend enough on this. You spend $500 a year on a program like this. It's no brainer for some certain products. Absolutely.
Oh, this is a winner, dude. I had no idea this even existed.
Yeah, VisualPing is the coolest thing that I've seen in a long time. It's one of my favorites. I don't use it quite enough, but and I really should set up more and more of these, especially like Walmart. Walmart's the first thing I think about, because honestly, their email alerts are just non-existent. You don't get email alerts when you set them up with Walmart. Maybe you're waiting on maybe a friend that tells you, oh, hey, this came back in stock. I was like, I totally missed it. But that doesn't have to happen anymore. Now, we've got a question in the chat. Is it Zapier for email alerts? Zapier and If This Then That should both do the trick. However, Zapier is going to be much more powerful than IFTTT. IFTTT was around first. They were first to the game, but they have been eclipsed by what Zapier can do. And setting up your Gmail with a specific sender or a specific thing in the subject line or anything like that, getting a text message alert from an email is super, super simple, especially if you're using Gmail.
I think that there's one more big lesson here is, just like you said, the Walmart alert system is not great. When I even saw, alert me when this is in stock, I didn't even bother, right? Like, it's not a good system. But now we have a solution for that system. And just like I showed you guys earlier, there's only 33 people or whatever tracking the number 3 product and all of Amazon. Like there are not people tracking these products. So everybody here on this call, everybody's here live, and everybody's going to watch this on replay. You guys know insider information to where you can now set up way better alerts on the Walmart website than anybody else, than all of your competition, right? There's millions of sellers on Amazon. And you guys can see how many people are here. There's not that many people here spending time on their Saturday learning some online arbitrage tricks. This one tip alone, Chris, is incredibly, incredibly valuable. I'm going to start setting it up for all kinds of things, not just online arbitrage. But if you can react, if you can save your time so you can be efficient and be first mover on some stuff. I mean, I would set it up as a kind of a fallback on the Game & Watch on Amazon. Because if VisualPing finds it before Keepa notices, I want to know. And if Keepa finds it before VisualPing finds it, I want to know. It's going to be that good. And this is one of those products, they're probably going to limit you to 1, maybe 2. It's going to be an absolute no-brainer to make the best gift ever to someone you. I don't even think you're going to find it. Oh wow, it came up. I don't think it came up yesterday in a regular search. I had to find it
Interesting. So,
outside of Amazon.
and one of the cool things too is you can get some false positives, because let's say you'll see here, for example, this is the Toys and Games bestseller screen. You'll see here that one of the changes was the pixels went from whatever that 7071 to 2043. Okay, so that's, I mean, it's literally checking each pixel. So with a page like this, let's go ahead and grab this. And I'm going to go over here. I'm going to create a new job. And I'm going to pop this in and hit go. And then what I'm going to do is on this Nintendo Game and Watch page, rather than watching the whole thing, I'm just going to check one little section of the page. All right. And I'm just going to check and see when there is a buy box that shows up. So when does it go from currently unavailable, and when does the add to cart button actually get added here? And that's all I've got to check. That's it.
So don't put any type of ad. Don't put anything that will be different if you refresh the page, right? Like instead of showing Alexa, they're going to start showing a Kindle ad. It's like, well, that's going to trigger a false positive.
There we go. I'll start monitoring that. I'll get an email when that goes from currently unavailable to when an add to cart and a buy now button shows up. And there we go. Now I've got two alerts here. I've got a Keepa alert. I've got a VisualPing. So there's no way that I should miss this.
Now let's think this through, right? Let's do a little 2.0 kind of thing here. Say Amazon lets you buy 2 of these at a time, right? There might be a hard limit of 2. Because back in the day, dude, I used to order 90 of something. Like, yeah, give me 90. And Amazon be like, sure. I'll place a second order for 90 more. They didn't care. It's harder on Amazon to buy multiples, right? But this is an easy product to buy. This is the product. To me, and I can't tell anybody else what to do, but if it was me, I would buy as many as I could. It's probably going to be 1 or maybe 2. And then I would tell everybody that I knew. Not everybody. Everybody that I knew. Chris, Nate, hey, everybody. Guys, get the OA VIP group. Everybody, guys, go buy this. Because this has enough demand to support 10 of my friends flipping 2 of them, right? They're going to sell tens of thousands, if not 100,000 of these. And yeah, I think 20 of us flipping 2 is going to be fine.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
So you can help other people. And when you help other people, guess what? It's going to come back, because they're going to say, hey, sweet, I was just in Target and I noticed that the Mario Karts are back in stock and something else. So don't take this as, oh, I got my 2 and I'm not going to tell anybody about it. And it might seem counterproductive to share, but if you share strategically and you share with some intention, especially if you set up some kind of network or bolo group or mastermind type thing, this is the easy stuff to share, because it's not going to affect you. I promise. It's not like, oh, 2 more units came to the Amazon supply and crashed the price. No, not on the #1 best-selling product.
Nope.
Maybe on long tail stuff. And you can look at Keepa and you can see if it's, okay, this sells 3 times a year. Yeah, it's probably going to be affected if 10 more people bring supply. These aren't those types of products. Yeah, and this is an easy. As soon as you get the alert, buy it right away. Don't stop and think about it. Don't message us asking us if we're sure. This is going to be, I can't lose money on product. And yeah, then tell your friends and start building your own network and mastermind group by sharing information. There's no downside to it.
Nope, not at all. And these are just perfect examples, because I mean, these limited run Nintendo, I mean, there's been the Nintendo Classic. That one, it was an absolute hit. And then they had the PS Classic or the PS Mini that came out. They had the Sega Mini that came out. All of these things, 1, they're running them limited editions. 2, they're hitting that sweet spot because they're for people like me and like Chris and like I'm sure a lot of other people here who are now old enough to look back on those times fondly when we were actually playing with these, and we have a few bucks in our pocket, and so we'd all be willing to pay for a little bit of nostalgia.
And we have kids.
Exactly.
That's the key, right? And it's like it comes around every 30 years, right? So the kids, when you're 10 and now you're 40 and have a 10-year-old, it's like, oh, okay, now, oh, you like this stuff too? Cool. Let me show you what was cool when I was a kid, and it gives you an excuse to go buy more Nintendo games and play them with your kids. The same thing is happening with sports cards and Pokemon right now. It's a 30-year cycle.
Mm-hmm.
I've got them all up here. I got the Super Nintendo, the PlayStation, the Genesis, the Commodore 64, the original NES, and I think there's one underneath it, but it's behind some other stuff. But I got them all up here. Actually, I didn't open any of them. Like my kids, they weren't into it. Like they're all in like PC games, and they do Nintendo Switch. That's for sure.
Yeah, my son happened to see these Nintendos today, and he's like, "Dad, are these for me?" And I'm like, "Whoa, just hold on, buddy."
Maybe. All right, there are a couple more questions in the chat coming in.
Yeah.
Okay, a question from Wendy. Great question. What if you're not able to sell that brand on Amazon? So many of the hot toys who need permission to sell.
That's a great question. So there's a couple of things you can do. One, Amazon is not the only marketplace by far. There's eBay. eBay sometimes gets a bad name, but it shouldn't, because it is the number 2 marketplace right now. And you can sell things there, and you can sell a lot of stuff there. Matter of fact, this particular product here is already being sold on eBay. Maybe someone, got a pre-order in, or so. I didn't know if there were any pre-orders out there, but maybe someone got it. But someone is selling their pre-orders on this particular item, which I saw just a little while ago.
I would go aggressive. That I wouldn't tell anybody to do this, but you could, if you feel you know what you're doing, sell this as a pre-order yourself with the confidence that, look, I don't know how, but I'm going to get some when they come out. And if you sell for high enough, like if you got a pre-order for this for $300 because you're super early and people are saying, look, I'll buy yours for $300. Like I know I could pick one of these up for less than $300.
Oh yeah.
As soon as they hit, I know, even if I have to pay $150 for it, I'll get it for less than $300 and still be able to fulfill it. But if another eBay seller wants to play that game, go for it. It's a risky game.
It is.
But it's a game you can play if you want to.
Absolutely. Now, the other thing is don't sleep on Facebook Marketplace. I know it's kind of weird right now. And, do you want to go meet somebody that you've never met before? And do you want to have to, wear a mask and socially distant and things like that? But Facebook Marketplace and the Zuck machine he is trying to grow that. I actually saw a notification the other day in my Facebook notifications that I've never seen before. And it was, hey, are you still looking for Halloween costumes? Because we've been talking Halloween costumes and, how are we going to celebrate Halloween this year and things like that. And we've been searching and looking on Amazon and looking, at the Halloween store. And so, Zuck knows what we've been looking at. And I got a notification that said, hey, are you looking for Halloween stuff? Facebook Marketplace has it. When I clicked on it, it took me to all of these Facebook Marketplace things. And you don't have to just do local sales on Facebook Marketplace. They do support shipping now. So you can literally sell to everybody in the country on Facebook Marketplace. There is, trying to think of some of the others. There's Let Go. There is, what else is there? November 13th is when this comes out. What else is there? There's Let Go. There is, what are some of the
You
others?
can find a buyer, right? You've got the internet, right? Let people know, even just post on social media. Hey, I got this. Any of my friends need this?
Yeah. You can
and
post
sell it
right
and
to
make
your
a buck.
Facebook wall. And if somebody gives you crap because you got this for $59.99 or whatever they're going to sell it for, and you're flipping it for $129, like, listen, I took the time, I made the effort, and if they don't like it, just forget them. Don't ever feel bad because you're making a few bucks.
Yeah, don't even worry about that. That goes now. Offer up. Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah, Offer up.
And a quick question from Michelle.
Mercari, Poshmark. Those are the others I was thinking of.
There's plenty of them out there. So how do we know what's going to be hot 12 months ahead? We don't. We don't know, right? Now, we say with a degree of confidence that's proportional to the evidence, right? So when Baby Yoda is everywhere because they put it in Disney Plus, on The Mandalorian. It's Star Wars related. Everybody's watching this thing. I didn't watch any of it. I didn't sign up for Disney Plus. I got enough streaming stuff already.
Don't you have Verizon?
I think we have it free with Apple.
You get a
we
free
bought an
year.
iPhone and they gave us free Apple TV. Like,
Yeah.
no, that's Disney Plus. I don't even know.
Disney Plus, you get a free year of Disney Plus with Verizon.
Dude, I could have it and still not watch it. Like it's not like we're bored and we're like, man, I really wish we had Disney Plus. We have enough stuff to do. But it wasn't a secret that everybody was going goo goo and gaga for Baby Yoda.
I mean,
right?
Just look at the memes. The memes were, well, first of all, there were some dank Baby Yoda memes.
Yeah, they were solid.
And two, they were everywhere. Okay, that's a really good indicator that something is hot.
Yeah, but it's just an indicator. We could be wrong, right? And I was actually excited. I actually looked up Mandalorian season 2. When does it come out? It's October 30th, less than 2 weeks away. It's going to run straight through fourth quarter. But I'm thinking, like, what's worst possible scenario? What's worst case that could happen? So I'm looking at the posters, and there's full posters that they're using as promotional material with the Baby Yoda character in them, which is good because, hey, I don't know the storyline. Maybe they kill off Baby Yoda. Right? Technically possible. I would think that'd be the dumbest thing they could ever do because it's an absolute merchandising goldmine, right? So I don't expect them to do that, but could they? Yes, of course, they certainly could, right? Like, I'm not in control. They're not going to say, well, I know you got all those Baby Yodas, so we don't want to kill it off so you can sell all your toys. They don't care about what we're doing. But you see these things, then you place your pre-order because it's like, hey, why not? You know, you can always cancel a pre-order if things change down the road, but nobody knows, right? But if you can make more good decisions than bad decisions, you're going to come out on top. And for anybody that's like, you know what, I don't know, I just don't have that confidence. I'm not there yet to put my money on the line and buy some products. This is where you can I recommend people virtually do online arbitrage. Pretend to buy it. Say, look, on this date, if I had bought this product for this price, what could I sell it for down the road? It's the exact same thing that people should be doing with the stock market. When they want to get in the stock market and be like, you know what, I'm not ready. But let's say, you know what, I think I should buy Apple stock today. And then have it like 6 months and be like, you know what, I was right. And you know what, on this one, I was wrong. And you know what, I was right on about 80%. Okay, well, good. Now maybe it's time to actually use some real money. But if you're like, you know what, I was right 20% of the time, then it's a good thing you didn't use real money. But now you have that experience, a little bit of education, a little bit of, playing around to say, look, all right, I'm going to try again. Let me see how I do for another 6 months. And now, the stuff that you learned from the first time, you're using the second time, you're getting a little bit better. And once you have that confidence, you're never going to be 100%.
Yep.
Ever. You're always going to buy something that's going to go down. But you can't let the pursuit of perfection stop you from moving forward.
Yeah. I mean, this whole game of arbitrage, it is, we're gambling. Okay. We are taking some very educated guesses because we have historical data, and it's just it's never going to be perfect. We're betting on things where we have enough data that the odds are stacked in our favor, much more than, playing the roulette table. Now, another thing that you could do, and I don't know if I would necessarily suggest that you do this. I really need to think on, the ethical ramifications of this, but I used to know somebody who in Q4 would speculate on hot toys by putting them in layaway at Walmart. Okay. And if they hit, he would keep track of how many he had. And then he would be able to go to the different Walmarts, pick them up, pay for them, and ship them out to the customers. Now, I don't know if I can suggest that you do that, because should you really take it off the shelf, and take it out of the market if you may not actually try to sell it, or you plan on, I don't know. So, but I know somebody who they crushed doing that, and they were right 80% of the time, and then 20% of the time they'd say, well, I don't really want this particular item, and they would turn it back in. So there are lots of ways to hedge your bets when you do this kind of thing.
I love this new idea and I don't know how you would play out hedging your bets. And on the layaway thing, I don't recommend that, in the sense of it's going to be so much effort, extra effort, to keep you just this much safer. if you're going to do that, you might as well buy it and return it if you don't want it. Like,
Right.
yeah, I can't. If you do that at any type of scale, and that's probably the other reason. You could do it at a small scale, and I don't care if anybody actually does that. But if you want to do it at any type of scale to make some significant money, then you're just going to drive yourself crazy. You're going to drive the stores crazy when you have so much stuff piled up in the back of their store that they could literally sell to anybody else. But the new way of doing online ordering with in-store pickup and getting alerts, I mean, it was kind of like an epiphany moment when I got that alert from Target, your order's ready. I was like, you know what? That makes all the difference. Because I'm not really interested in being like, show up wait 2 hours and come in and see if it's ready. And I'm like, I have no faith that Walmart or Target is going to just magically have it ready. But when I get that email that says your order is ready, please come to the store, bring an ID, and it'll be done. Now I can place that order. And now it's not the exact same because I think I have to pick these up by Monday. Yeah, I think the 19th. So I still have 2 stores I haven't gone to, and I don't plan on going to them until tomorrow, because I don't need to go that part of town, but my order's locked in. So I don't care. This is something we couldn't do, in the past. So, I mean, I don't mind if people do this. Hey, look, buy it. Like so the Mario Karts that I have, if I don't go pick them up, I am very confident I have to read the terms of service. I can't imagine Target's going to charge me a restocking fee. They're going to cancel my order. They're going to put it back on the shelf and sell it to somebody else. Right. So I could lock in like a 5-day hold on in-stock merchandise remotely. Right? I could lock in product off the shelf at a Fort Lauderdale, Florida Target from Massachusetts. And then, you know what? 4.5 days later, be like, you know what? Sorry to do this to you, Target. I'm not trying to be that guy, but I don't want it anymore. Right? But you've locked it up for 4 days. And I would hope more often than not, you're like, yeah, I want to go get that stuff. I want to lock it in. And we need to talk SlickDeals. We need to talk Amazon exclusives, but I want to touch on the hybrid arbitrage model that is kind of evolving right in front of us right now. And that's where you can be at home, either on your phone or your computer, and you can now lock in orders for products at the store level. And now, is it going to be perfect? Like if they have 10 in stock, and by the time someone at the store goes and pulls the order, and they're like, we only got 8. I looked all over the store. It's called shrink. Right? They know that some employees are going to steal stuff. Some customers are going to steal stuff. Some products going to be damaged. Some products can be miscounted by the receiving team. Some's just going to be lost, and who knows what happened to it. Some's going to be store display that they're not going to be able to sell. So that in-store quantity isn't always going to match. But once they go and pull it, and now you got that order, and you can do that from home. And when you get that, say, hey, you ordered 8, but we only pulled 6. You have 6. You have 5 days to come pick them up. Now I'm sitting back, man. I'm like, sweet. It used to be you had to rush out to the store and speed on your way there because I knew someone else was on their way to snag them.
Well, heck, I mean, let's just talk about, let's talk about the Nintendo. When that Nintendo Mini came out, when it hit, I mean, I got up at 6 o'clock in the morning to make sure that I was the first one at Best Buy, and I could go to the first one and maybe I could hit 2 or 3 more, and then I knew that all the others were going to be sold out.
Yep.
And I've waited in line for, at Target for items, and I don't have to do it anymore. I don't ever have to do it again.
Are you still the host, or am I the host now?
I'm going to pop you on as the host here.
I couldn't tell if I was the host, if I could reclaim it or something.
There you go.
So there's a couple questions. Christopher's asking about why there are different profit, different numbers in the profit calculator. And it's just has to be something to do with the fees and the fee structure and different categories and different programs being updated at different times, whether they're actually pulling from Amazon pricing information or using internal, fee structures that may or may not be outdated. And, unless you see something significant, I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Yeah, and let's hope there's no Amazon employees, in this small little chat. But Amazon is also not perfect. Their API sends wrong data on occasion. Heck, just today I couldn't find this Darth Vader clapper that I saw at Walgreens on the Amazon seller app. But you go to the Amazon buyer app, and of course it was there immediately. So it could be so many things. It's hard to know.
All right, so I want to show you guys SlickDeals. This is a little bit different, and then I want to spend just a brief amount of time on Amazon exclusives because I think it's just kind of easy, kind of low hanging fruit for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
So the stuff we talked about with Keepa is more about kind of pinging the Amazon API to find price alerts and in-stock alerts that way. And then Chris showed you this visual ping thing where they're actually checking the image and seeing if a page is visually updated, any type of change, which could indicate things going in stock or out of stock. And this is yet another different way of doing it. And I want to show you my deal alerts. This is an extra kind of a new profile that I set up. SlickDeals is completely free. They have desktop and they have their own mobile app. If you download their app, this is one of the few times you don't want to click through and say, no, don't send me push notifications. I don't need you to remind me to do no push notifications. But yes, SlickDeals, you are allowed to send me push notifications because you want to know, especially if it's something super hot. So the type of deals that I'm going to show you in here, and sorry, I got to keep moving the Zoom cameras around so I can see my own screen. I set these up specifically for this Mario Kart thing. It launched on the 16th. Yesterday is the first day that it came out. And I set all these up on the 15th. So I put in Mario Kart, Nintendo, Mario Kart one word, right? Because you have to think a little like, if someone makes this, are they going to put in one word? They can put in 2 words, and Mario Kart Live. So I figure if any of these, I'm going to make sure that I don't miss this deal. Now, what's happening now is I'm getting too many alerts, right? I'm getting alerts for like, oh, Animal Crossing is like 5% off on Amazon. Don't care. I could not possibly care any less. Don't care. So I need to turn some of these off. Actually, I'll pause this one and this one and even this one, because it seems like the alerts that are going through, people are putting in Mario Kart Live Circuit, and they're putting in the retailer, whether it's GameStop or Best Buy or Amazon or whatever it might be. But I want to edit this so that you guys can see what's in here. So the default rating is +2. I don't care about +2. I don't need to sit around and have some social proof that it's a good deal. I just want to know as soon as someone posts anything with Mario Kart Live in their hot deals forums, because the SlickDeals members, they're good. They're solid. And I posted yesterday as soon as I kind of stumbled onto the GameStop going in stock. I just happened to refresh the page from when it said not in stock, unavailable. Then it said add to cart. I was like, really? And I go and actually check so I wouldn't repost. I didn't want to be that guy that's like, yes, we know. No, nobody had posted the GameStop was in stock. So I posted it and they approved it. And I think I got a few thumbs up or something on it. I put that in there and I placed my GameStop order for 2 Marios and 2 Luigis. Went through nice and easy. So I put in here all forums. This is probably overkill. I did this specifically because it was like a launch day, right? So in case someone put it in the wrong thing, like Black Friday 2019, no, I don't need to be monitoring that. That doesn't make any sense. Normally, it's just going to be hot deals. So I'm actually going to unselect all. And hot deals is for the most part going to be enough. I want email and mobile. And yes, instant, none of this daily nonsense. Now, if it's a daily alert for something else, go for it. The settings that I'm showing you are for when, hey, you want to know as soon as someone posts that this is in stock somewhere. Target, Walmart, Amazon, GameStop, it doesn't matter. This is what you want to know. Then save the deal alert, right? Then you can add another one. A lot of notifications. Yes, I'm okay, SlickDeals. I know what I'm doing. At least what? All right, so yeah, let's put in another one. So let's put in Nintendo Game Watch. Okay, so we're going to do keyword. They're kind of suggesting that for me. Like this is fairly well designed and implemented. And the additional options, any. I'm going to leave this as just hot deals, email and push and instant, and add alert. Yes, I am more than fine with any time that anybody posts Nintendo, game, watch in the SlickDeals, Hot Deals forum. Yes, let me know. Because, hey, I can always turn it off, right? That's all I need to do. Hot Deals, yeah. Hot Deals is all I need to know. That's it. Now, if you want to do it on the app, you have to download the app, log into the app, and it should bring over your same alerts. If not, you can set up the same type of alerts in the app on your phone. And then just pay attention to it. You're going to get emails. Your phone's going to buzz. It'll just pay attention to them and be okay turning them off, right? Some of these are time sensitive. Once they don't make any sense, turn them off. Go in and refine your deals in here. Does that make sense? Anything you want to add on that? I feel this was so much quicker and easier than the whole Keepa thing because Keepa just has so much information.
Keepa is a lot. I mean, it really is. And we really only just scraped the very tip of what Keepa can do.
You have a whole course just on Keepa. right? Like
So
we can't cover it all in one webinar here.
no, we can't cover it all. I'll tell you what, along with SlickDeals, one of the things that I might mention that is kind of a good idea to do, just to keep your finger on the pulse of what's happening, because it's incredibly tough to know what is going to be hotter. You know, we're always going to miss something. So what I would suggest is, because we're in this business, take some time and make sure that you're looking over your kid's shoulder at what they're watching on YouTube. If they've got, Nickelodeon on the TV, make sure that you're catching some commercials every now and again. It's actually one thing I hate about streaming is there are fewer commercials these days. Try to find some commercials that you can watch. I'll tell you what, there's a product. I was actually watching the news, CNN or CNBC or something. I was watching the news, a commercial came on, and the product looked interesting. So I started looking for it, and it ended up being a product that sold really, really well. And it was a product for adults, though. So there are product ideas all over the place, but also Google News is a great app you can download on your phone. And in the search section, look up toys, look up, holiday gifts, and there people write articles all the time about toys and what's hot, and what are the top 20 toys right now, and read through those. Read that instead of scrolling through TikTok while you're in the bathroom, and you're gonna make a lot more money than looking at the guy on his skateboard drinking Ocean Spray.
He's drinking champagne now in his Lakers jersey.
Yeah, right.
All right, so let's talk briefly about Amazon exclusives. And I don't know if everybody got did you get this catalog, Chris?
I have not gotten mine yet. Mine always comes late. My mail here is all screwy.
It's not like all flashy. Like I didn't know this was the Amazon toy catalog. Like, no, I'm thinking this looks like a toy catalog from 10 miles away, right? This looks like a book. Like I'm gonna read you a story tonight, kind of thing. This is about the fox and the owl when they met the raccoon or whatever. But no, this is the toy catalog, and Amazon has no prices in it, and no barcodes or anything. But you can use image recognition using your phone in the Amazon app to pull any of these items up. And there are so many Amazon exclusives. And you know how I know? Because it says at the bottom of all I don't know if it's focusing right.
Not
it
really.
says on the bottom, Amazon exclusive. And this is an Amazon exclusive. And this is an Amazon exclusive. And this is an Amazon exclusive. Now, not everything that's an Amazon exclusive is going to be a winner, right? But there are some types of products where there's a collectability to it. There's someone like, hey, I want that, even though it's not current. Like some play school toy about making ice cream. Who cares, right? There's no collectors of ice cream toys from play school. But there are collectors for Optimus Prime and Transformers and Mickey Mouse and Disney type products. And here's one right here. I had this tracked in my Keepa. I forget when I put it in there, or even why I put it in there. But you can see it's clearly an Amazon exclusive. $258 sounds like a lot of money for a Transformers toy. But with Keepa, and I've already clicked right here to go back 837 days, you can see that Amazon used to sell this for $47.55. And if we look at the statistics, is that the lowest price? No, the lowest price that Amazon sold this for was $32.99. $33. And now it's selling for $250.
That's crazy.
Why? Because it's an Amazon exclusive. But it's Transformers. It's Optimus Prime. This is the type of product similar to Lego, where if it's a limited edition, there's always going to be a market for it. Now, if supply is outpacing demand, then some people might lower price and say, you know what? I'm willing to take a lower price to move this. But if you're willing to wait, I've got a couple Optimus Primes up here. Actually, one of those is an Amazon exclusive. It's not this one. It's close. No, it's got blue and red. It's not this black one. But it's the same type of thing. But this is where I want people to not think, oh my gosh, how do we do this stuff? How do we do this stuff? Watch this, guys. Now I could type this in, but I'm lazy. So I'm going to copy and paste Amazon exclusive into the search bar for Amazon toys and games. And let's see what comes up. Amazon exclusive, all these things. I kind of like this one right here.
I did not expect there to be over 5,000 results.
Well, it could be that sellers, and this is, all right, so let's look a little bit closer. Let's put this in quotes and see how much it changes, because just the words Amazon and exclusive could be on a lot of products.
That's true.
So in quotes, we're still over 1,000 items.
That's still a lot.
Over 1,000 items, but it could be also that sellers on the back end are trying to sneak in some back end keywords. They're not actually Amazon exclusives. Now, I don't know if behind the scenes Amazon's actually like able to crack down on that. I don't know for sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, if it doesn't say it in the, so like this one here, I'm not confident it's an Amazon exclusive because it doesn't say it in the title. I would think that Amazon would be more protective of the titles. So if a seller tried to sneak Amazon exclusive into the title when it's not, big no-no. I would think Amazon might even potentially suspend a seller for doing that. So if anybody here has that idea, don't do that. Not a great idea. But Mickey Mouse, I'm not big on Marvel. I just don't see the long term for like Marvel characters.
Really?
Not these. Like, who cares about that? I mean, I might be wrong, but unless it's a collectible, like a kind of a hero type figure, like a destination, like a flagship type figure. I'm not crazy about these guys. The 5 children of Thanos. I don't know. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. But an Amazon exclusive crayon art set? Yeah. No, because down the road, someone's going to be like, no, why would I pay more for that just because like it's hard to find? Like, it's not going to go up in value, right? We're waiting on supply to be down and low and limited, but demand to still be constant to be able to sell at a higher price, right? Supply and demand is what it is. Got that equilibrium price. But now supply is gone. Right, supply is limited to the people who have this product and are willing to sell it, but the demand is still there because it's a good brand, it's a good product, it's something that's collectible, it's something that not just kids but also adults are potentially buying. Like a kid's VTech action cam, no, nobody cares about this in 5 years. Doesn't matter who's selling it, right? Limited edition doesn't matter. But you get into stuff. I know I said I don't like Marvel. I like this Marvel better than these products because there's more collectors for Funko type, you know, display things. You know, you got Star Wars and Disney, you know, figure 6 of 6. I guess this is part of a line.
That
Hulk Hogan
and
Mr. T.
That Star Wars one that you just passed by, for me, that's one I'd be setting up a tracker on.
This one or the Funko?
The Funko.
Yeah. Oh, it's not released till December 20th.
Yeah, that one for me is something I would probably buy and try to flip later on.
So let's add another search term to this, right? Amazon exclusive, and let's put in Transformers. Now it doesn't always show, but it have, yeah, it has out of stock over here, which is something interesting to look at sometimes. Pre-order price guarantee for this. Oh, I forgot, what was her name? I used to be a big Transformers guy. Yeah, I like this kit. You know, because it's got the female Transformer, which is a pretty rare character. Alpha Strike, Center for, you know, the Transformer stuff. Just it seems to have a long shelf life.
Transformers. I need to take the time and get ungated in Transformers. This is the one thing I have still not been ungated in on Amazon is Transformers, and there is money everywhere in these things.
Yeah, I've got some. Like I got some stuff sitting up here that I bought at thrift store and off of Amazon. That I'm baffled at the price. I should just sell it because I can't open it now. Like I couldn't open $200 Optimus Prime. Like no, I just can't do that. But yeah, a masterpiece here. So here's an extra little tip. This isn't on every search. I'm not exactly sure why, but include out of stock because right now we're seeing 185 results. Let's see how many additional products exist that are out of stock. Not many, but another 12 items that aren't in stock. And you go through this list, you can find out what those things are. And honestly, I would set up alerts for those because every now and then Amazon will get something like, whoa, where did this come from, Amazon? You found one of these in the warehouse somewhere? Like, yeah, I want to know. I want to know when that happens because if it's been out of stock and Amazon exclusive, it comes back in stock, I want to use your same Keepa alert that you set up. Say, yes, I want to know. And now there's more than 0 offers. Now there's 1 offer. Yes, I want to know.
And guys, when you're looking through Amazon exclusives, there are many of them that Amazon has for a long time. I mean, years that are still good flips because Amazon doesn't seem to keep them in stock properly. So here's an example of one that
are you looking at this?
Has been out of stock for a long time.
Look at this price.
That's
$400. I was like, is this
insane.
like a 400? It's like $300 masterpiece. No, this was $50.
And it's obviously selling. I
$50
mean,
last year.
yeah, the rank isn't incredible, but it's sold at that $300 price.
Yep. There's
That's
someone
crazy.
who wants. I mean, honestly, dude, if I bought this for 50, I'd be taking 300 real quick and like blowing these things out, because there is technically always that risk that they remake this and they reissue this, right? So it's that balance. Like, when do you buy? When do you sell? Like, should I hold out a little bit longer? And I don't want people to hold too long and then they reissue stuff and then the price falls out because people are like, I don't care if it's the 2019 or 2020 model, it's the same toy on the inside. Like, they can't get this. So if someone is trying to collect and fill up their, complete their collection of all these figures, or maybe they just really like this one character and they have to have all of the different variations of it, they're going to be willing to pay for it. If they missed it when it came out, hey, now they're limited because it's an Amazon exclusive and it's sold out. So there's a lot to learn. So before someone goes deep and starts buying up Amazon exclusives, please look at the history, find out these different items, say, look, yes, I am confident in this higher end Transformers Amazon exclusive product. Yes, I am willing to buy and hold these for 6 months to a year and see what happens. I say the right brand at the right price can be difficult to lose money. It might not go up as much as you expect, but as long as it doesn't go down, you're either going to make money or you're going to learn something, and hopefully both.
Joe, it looks like, can I sell Amazon exclusives on Walmart? Unfortunately, I don't know the answer to that question.
I wouldn't even say it's an Amazon exclusive. I just listed it as a Transformer.
Yeah. I wouldn't imagine that Walmart's going to tell you no, but I would imagine that perhaps eBay would be a better place. I would think that you would probably have a little bit of a wider audience.
I found the one I was talking about. Right here. So I purchased this on 2017.
Wow.
Right. So what do you think the original? This one, I can't open this now, right? It's freaking $190.
Yeah, you can't open that. I'm gonna get that. Looks like a $49.99 toy. To me, that looks like a $49.99 action figure.
I want to say it was $39, but let's find out. So we got to go all the way back. Oh, it was $70. I didn't pay $79. There's no way. I bought at this dip. I must have bought this little dip right in here. What's the statistic? 29. Yeah.
$29.99.
I bought on like lightning deal right in here. I should have bought 100 of them.
Yeah.
Right. Like that's what. Yeah, I bought it right there. That's 2017. Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought it because it was a sweet deal. I was thinking, well, I have it in the closet. I got kids that are always going to birthday parties. And then I was like, hey, I need a present for a birthday party. I went to the closet and be like, oh, I got this. Scanned it, and I was like, nope, the kid ain't getting this one. If it was still $30, I'd be like, hey, congratulations, kid. You now have an Optimus Prime Amazon exclusive. Nope, couldn't do that anymore. But now I'm like, I'm stuck in no man's land of like, do I sell this? Do I not sell it? Like, honestly, if I knew like an Optimus Prime collector, this would be like a great gift.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
It cost me $30. They're going to get a heck of a lot more value out of it. But it's, I mean, I think they probably remade this in something else, but people want the Transforming movie edition, anniversary, all this thing. They have to have all of them. Right? There are collectors out there.
Now you want it. I like that. I do. I like it. It looks like a cool toy.
See, I would open it if it was like $30, but like I just can't do it anymore. Like this, right? Like Funko movie, Predator, Heat Vision, fine. Like, I'm not buying these. Like, I don't see a long-term play for this. Like Amazon exclusive Play-Doh, nobody cares. Amazon exclusive like cubes, like Nerf. Give me a break. Right, it's got to be the right price. And here, so this is like a good example, and this is where like it's hard to explain it all and have rules for everything, because we just said how good Transformers are, and here's Transformers, and it's Amazon exclusive, all this stuff. Yeah, but it's the kiddie stuff.
Yeah,
right. I am not as excited about the kiddie stuff because the collectors aren't collecting the kiddie stuff. They want the more the adult version of the toys, the collector versions, the premium version, not this little preschool, play school stuff. Not as excited. An Amazon exclusive Connect 4. Like, give me a break. All right, this is what, like, around here we say, we do this. We're like, oh, you're reaching Amazon. You're reaching to call that. Ooh, I kind of like this. Is this new?
6-inch Space Psycho premium collectible action figures.
How long has this been around? Oh, it's been around for a while. 100 days.
Oh,
you see what happened to the price when it went out of stock.
$249. I would
It's
imagine.
sold.
Let's
It's
look out a
sold.
little bit. Let's look out a little bit further.
It's only 100 days. This is all
All
of
right.
it.
All right.
It's only been up for this long. They've been back in stock, but Power Rangers is it's not for me. Power Rangers came out like a little bit. So you're younger than I am. Was Power Rangers big for you? It was like it got big right after I kind of got out of like high school and that age.
It was not big for me, but it was big for some of the other. I was weird. I was reading Jurassic Park, the book when Power Rangers was like a big deal, and so it's not for me, but a lot of my friends loved it.
There's some cool. This isn't bad. The Predaking. This has been around for a while, though. I believe. I want to say at least 1,000 days on this one. Come on, Keepa, show up. 855. So I was close. Yeah, so it was at 159. It was already a pricey collectible at the time, and it's still so. Third-party sellers they still have it, but it's not a big jump in price. So you know what? I think we have a lot of. I'm gonna stop that. Let's look at the chat, and then I want to let people know, of course, what is available if people want to learn more about online arbitrage. Do we ship FBA or merchant fulfilled? It depends. If you're approved for FBA and the timing is right, where you can get it in on time, then FBA, in my opinion, will give you a bit of a boost. But don't hesitate to merchant fulfill. If it's like, hey, get that money, get that merchant fulfilling. Approval hacks, it definitely apply. Don't think I'm not approved, so walk away. What's the app on Amazon that showed the ranking? So you can just see, you can use Keepa on your phone. You can use Scan Power. It'll show the Keepa app or Keepa data within the app. Let's see. Keepa shows sales rank and rev seller. How do you get the toy Amazon catalog? I don't know. I just ordered so many things from Amazon. They just kind of showed up. How does pre-order affect your decision? Pre-order makes it easy because, hey, I can always cancel. Can I sell Amazon exclusives on Walmart? I wouldn't put Amazon exclusive in the title, though. So I know we threw a lot of information at you guys. We're down here almost an hour and a half talking about online arbitrage. It's a massive, massive subject, which we could probably talk in reality for 50 hours just about the topic of online arbitrage to try to cover everything, but we can only cover so much. We want to give you guys some great actionable information that you guys can do right away. A lot of stuff you guys can do today. You can start shopping online and placing orders and doing hybrid arbitrage. You can start researching products with Amazon exclusives and setting up alerts with Keepa and SlickDeals and VisualPing and all these cool things. Start now. Don't wait until, Game & Watch came out. I need to learn how to set that up. But no, it's too late. Set it up now. We're setting this up now so that we know as soon as it hits so we can take action on it. And anybody that wants to kind of go further and learn more about online arbitrage, we have a program that starts on Monday. It's called the Online Arbitrage Challenge. 14 straight days of live trading with Chris Grant. I don't know which side you're on. You're on one of those sides here. 14 days of live trading in a private exclusive Facebook group. I know some days it's like review, so you might not be there every single day, but during the week, there's live trading. And more importantly, there's live Q&A. So any question that you have gets answered so that you can move forward. So don't let some question, I don't know the answer to this question, I can't really move forward. Chris knows all the answers. I promise. He knows everything there is to know about sourcing and selling specifically on Amazon with FBA. And all of this information is available at oachallenge.com. But the OA Challenge for the fourth quarter special starts on Monday. So I know it's Saturday. You guys can check out the website. You can see everything that's included. Chris, what else would you like to add about letting people know what's included in the online arbitrage?
I mean, just and Chris didn't even mention his book. You get his $99
book too, yeah.
book, in the mail, which is incredible. And you finish the challenge. We've got medals. You get, I don't know, we've got 7 or 8 bonuses that you get, ungating guides and discounts to Keepa. There's literally all kinds of things that you get. Just even if you didn't come to any of the training, you'd make up for it. But the training is the big deal. I know that the Q&A sessions have been incredibly helpful to people. And the Keepa, I think, the Keepa training, it's 2 days of Keepa training. A lot of people are like, how the heck can you go over Keepa for 2 days? I could probably make it longer, but we dig into a ton of it over 2 days. And someone said something really interesting. They were able to sell more in the past 3 months since taking the OA challenge than they've sold in the past 2 years on Amazon. And I thought they were joking, but they shared a screenshot. And I was like, that's incredible. I was really, really surprised. So Keepa is a huge part of it. And I mean, there's just all kinds of things that we go over that are incredibly, incredibly helpful. So it's at 6 p.m. every single day. It's at least an hour. Sometimes it goes 90 minutes. On occasion, we've gone 2 hours, but we really try not to do that. And then, of course, you get all of the information forever. It's yours to keep. It's a lot of fun. And a lot of learning over 14 days. We'll probably see Chris come in once or twice. We typically do some surprise lives. I've got Charles Leslie who's going to come in and talk about prep. And every now and again, I'll get a guest when they're not busy. And we'll do a little extra in there also. So it is a really great and information-packed 14 days.
There's a few questions here, like what's the last day to sign up? It's usually Sunday night. You might be able to get in Monday morning. I encourage people not to wait until the very last second. But check it out. You don't have to sign up today. We want you guys to make a good decision for you. We want to let you guys know all the stuff that you're going to learn. Everything we talked about today, like I said, is completely free training today. We enjoy talking about this stuff, in case you guys couldn't tell how excited we get talking about these things. And there's a ton of people here who are clearly OA Challenge alumni who have already been through the challenge, who are saying it's totally worth it. I learned so much. The course is great. Like, here's a good feedback. Just give Chris your money today. Like, don't even wait. Everybody was going to learn something. You don't have to be there every day. It is recorded. There are replays available. If you can't make 6 o'clock, it's totally understandable. And you can just catch it's all the same links are live. And then as soon as live is over, it's an instant replay. Mm-hmm. So it's nice and easy to consume the content. And we do want you guys to learn at your own pace. If you're like, hey, I already understand Keepa, hey, skip the Keepa day. If you really want to learn more about this hybrid arbitrage model, I don't know when we're going to add a day for that, but holy smokes, I could talk about that all day.
That's long. A lot of fun.
Hybrid arbitrage. It's really, really cool. Show up for that. It just one win of a product, one flip, one score pays for the whole thing. And of course, we have money back guarantees and all these things. We want you guys to really, really get the most value out of the training that you get in the OA Challenge, Online Arbitrage Challenge. You do get a copy of my book, physical copy. If you're in the US, I will ship it to your door. And when you complete the challenge, yes, we send you an actual medal in the mail. And you can wear proudly. Although I promise, if you have kids, they will take this and they will wear it around as soon as they get. I don't know what it is with medals and kids.
No idea.
They just love it. So you will get that medal in the mail if you have to actually complete the OA Challenge. And it's just really, really exciting stuff. It's really fun time to be an Amazon seller. This is going to be the biggest fourth quarter of all time, partially because of COVID, which for whatever reason, it is what it is. There's going to be more people buying online, and you can be the one to sell them their products through sites like Amazon, eBay, or even Facebook Marketplace. But you got to get the right products at the right time and at the right price, and you will learn to do all of those things in the OA Challenge. All right, Chris, I'm going to give you the last word as the official host of the OA Challenge. Anything else you think they should know? And I will send out a replay to this. I know we showed a lot of sites and we talked really fast, but I will also be sure to send a replay out. So everybody that registered for this, I will send that replay out as soon as it's processed by Zoom. So look for that. So Chris, any last words on the OA Challenge? And we'll let everybody get off of this Zoom and hopefully go straight to the target website and start doing some hybrid arbitrage.
Absolutely. Yeah. Take everything you've learned here and watch the video that Chris and I did yesterday. We shared it in FBA Today and his page and my page and all over the place. And just these two things alone should make you plenty of money during Q4. I really am. I'm super stoked about us talking about this hybrid model. It's a lot of fun. We got to go, hit some targets and grab some things. And And I just think it's really going to be a powerful thing to do, especially once we start noodling it around a little bit more and kind of fine tuning it. And we're gonna get to that. So I look forward to anybody and everybody who's going to be there during the OA Challenge. I really am super stoked, kind of warming up, taking a jog before we start sprinting on Monday. And it's been a lot of fun. So appreciate you doing this, man.
Yeah, you bet, man. This was fun. Maybe we'll do another training tomorrow. Be on the lookout for more bonus training and online arbitrage information. But yeah, we'll send out the replay to this. And if you guys have any questions, you guys know how to get a hold of us, either through Facebook or by email. Please just ask questions. If you have them, we're more than happy to answer them. So with that, you guys can get back to your weekend. Please don't just go sit on the couch and start watching baseball playoffs or whatever. If you're going to do that, at least have your phone with you and start looking for deals on the Target website, the Walmart website. Start learning how to use VisualPing and Keepa and SlickDeals. You can't mess any of those things up.
Nope.
Can't mess them up. Play around with them, experiment with them, and you're going to start to learn how to do that. And when you learn something new that's going to put money in your pocket, you're going to get really excited and more excited to keep learning and perfecting those things. So thanks, everybody, for being here. Be on the lookout for that replay. Chris, thanks so much. We'll chat with you soon.
All right, guys. Bye-bye.